You know what the most loving thing you can do for yourself is? Stop going places where you are not comfortable. Or the second you leave, you're going to say, can you believe what so and so did? The best gift I gave myself was to finally be honest and say, I am no longer going to go here. I'm no longer going to go there. No, it's not something I'm interested in. When you're raised in a family, you are kind of. I was raised in a family, a Catholic family, large Catholic family. So everything was church, God, family, etc. So every holiday, every birthday, every christening, every time someone lost a tooth. No, I'm just kidding. But anyways, we were all together. It's just the norm. I was raised in a huge church family as well, and so it was church family, etc. And that's the way we refer to them as. So I was always around individuals, and some were just drunk, weird, off-putting, I would say really ignorant things, and a lot of times, oh, that's just Uncle so and so, that's Aunt so and so, or whatever. But it's so freeing and so loving when you finally can say, I'm not going to that person's house anymore. I'll spend time with you, but I'm not going to the party because I know the second we leave, we're all going to talk about Aunt so and so. It's the most loving thing I did for myself. After I got married, I told my husband, there's certain people, and I said to my husband, I will not spend time with those people anymore, and I won't. And I know it's hard when you're married to say to your spouse, your uncle is an asshole, and I will never spend time with him, because people that are kind, empathetic, compassionate, respectful, etc., are people that you feel comfortable hanging out with. And so you should never just grin and bear it. Put up with it. Do it for your spouse. I'm not saying there's certain things we don't do for our spouses, but um, I think maybe say to your spouse, your uncle makes me feel uncomfortable. Your aunt is kind of a bee. I don't prefer the way so and so speaks to me. They're just not nice to me. And if you're a real jerk, then you have no leg to stand on. But if you're a nice person, you don't have to put up with that. You don't have to go to the party anymore. You just don't. And it's the most loving and freeing thing you can do for yourself. And be honest with you, the hardest thing is to deal with a jerk, because that's just who they are. And so you can't say to that person, you're a real jerk, and they'll say, well, nobody else thinks so. It's because nobody else has had the balls to tell that person that they're not kind. So anyways, you can't unjerk someone. Who that person is who that person is. And I mean, you can say to that person, I don't want to hear the N-word anymore. I know you're a bigot. I know you're a racist. I know this and that. That's just some people, they live and die like that. And my old neighbor, he was like that. He was just a jerk. And we just had to stop spending time with him because he wasn't nice. I remember years ago, we would hang out. His wife was a gem. He was a jerk. And we put up with him for her. And one day they were over, this is when my girls were little, and he spit water in my daughter's face. And I said, this is it, we're done. Even after putting up with his loudmouth shenanigans, BS, he was a bully. No, I'm not putting up with bullies. So anyways, that's all there is to it. If your spouse wants to go spend time with his drunk uncle, let him. You don't have to. And if they try to guilt you, and your spouse does not support you, you're probably not with the right person. So anyways, that's all there is to it, and I'll be back.